Good morning, everyone. This is BremSter, and it's the 10 Dual Commandments. It seems there is a theme for this batch that I've been sent. I've not been looking ahead, so yeah. Um, so, this is the Hamilton Sudoku series of puzzles, which are puzzles that are created for me specifically for the channel, so that I can record them in a batch. They're based on something that I absolutely love, the Hamilton musical. If you're not into musicals or are but don't like Hamilton, doesn't matter. Just do the puzzles. The puzzles are fine. And they're designed to be things that I could do quite quickly rather than puzzles that might take me a long time. At least that's the hope. The whole point of this came from a time when I was incredibly busy being involved with Hamilton, and then everything in my life got turned upside down. The world turned upside down, literally. And I needed to, in order to provide content, I needed puzzles that I could just sit down and record a batch. And people said, let's get together and help Brem. Now, I don't know who set these puzzles. They've all been set under the names of characters from the musical. So I really have no idea who's behind this puzzle. It has been created by John Lawrence and Charles Lee, the two people who were involved in the duel during the 10 Dual Commandments. Yeah, I can't disobey orders, then I'll do it. Yeah, so I don't really have much more to say. I think I've said it all before. There's going to be a lot of these. There will be another batch coming probably in just under a month when I go on holidays. I'm actually going to another country to see Hamilton. I'm from Australia and I'm going to New Zealand. It's not that far. But still, people go on holidays to other countries from, the US to Mexico or whatever, or, from England to Germany. Australia to New Zealand is actually further than some of those, I think. So, we'll see how it goes. 10 Dual Commandments by John Lawrence and Charles Lee. How does this work? No, so, there's not a lot of rules in this one. Normal Sudoku rules apply. So in every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. And then we have the XV rule. So cells separated by an X must sum to 10. Cells separated by a V must sum to 5. You won't see any V's, but all X's and V's are given, which, from what I can tell, means no two cells, which by the rules I know, means that no two cells that are separated, unless they have an X or a V, can sum to 5 or 10. They're the rules. I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer because this one has been open since yesterday. Let's give this a shot. So, the challenge demands satisfaction. I've got to figure out where to start. So, I'm looking in this row and I can say, okay, it can't be 2, 8 and it can't be 1, 9. So this is either 4, 6 or 3, 7, but I'm not sure that's the way I should be starting this puzzle. It could be a colouring puzzle because there might be different ways to colour these. So, for example, I know this X is different to this X, which is different to this X. I'm really not sure. I could start it as an XV puzzle. Like I know, I can't put 9 in either of those cells, but I also can't put 4 in either of those cells. So I can't put 6 or 1 in either of those cells. So 6 is in one of those, but I can't put 6 there because if I was to put 6 here, that would mean I'd have to put a 4 there. So 6 is in one of these two. Now, this box here is definitely going to be the most restricted because I can't put 3 or 8 next to 2. But that's also the one that doesn't have any X's in it. So, as I said, this is either 3, 7 or 4, 6. But that can't be 4 because I can't put the 4 next to 1 because it can't be 2, 8 and it can't be 1, 9. So this can't be the 4. So this can't be the 6. So these are down to double options. But this one, I still have... Well, oh no, this could still be 3-7 if this is 4-6. So I'm not sure. This one, I think, is locked, though. Because this can't be 1-9. It can't be 2-8 because that can't... So this is actually 3-7, which means this can't... Right, here we go. This one here, it can't be 1-9 because I can't put 1-9 here. It can't be 2-8 because there's an 8 in the box. It can't be 4-6 because there's a 6 in the column. So this is 3-7. So once this is 3-7, this can't be 3-7 or I couldn't put anything in here. So this is 4 and 6. Now, once this is 4-6, this is 2-8 or 3-7. So it's either 2-8 or 3-7. Four is next to 6, so that's okay. 6 is only unable to go next to 4. Hang on, it can't be 3-7 for the same reason. This is 2-8. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm aware of the 3 conflict. 6, 7, 8, 9. And there's no 3 in those. And there's no 7 there because it would be next to the 3. There's no 7 there. This can't be 5 because you can never put 5 on an X. Actually, that might be where I should have started. Now, but this one is now limited. No, it's not. Well, it is, but it's not as limited as what I had up here. I'm finding this quite tricky. If this is 3 or 9, this is 1 or 7. Now, this cell here, it's part of an X clue. It can't be 1-9. If it's 4-6, it's 6-4. Can't be 3-7 because I can't put either 3 or 7 there. If it's 2-8, it's 2-8 in either order. One in this box can't go there because there's no X. Can't go on this X clue. Can't go on this X clue. So it's in one of those. But wherever it goes, it can't go next to 4. No, 1 is not in... 3 in this box? It's got to be in one of those? That's... Well, actually, 3 is in one of those two, which is taking 3 out of all of those, and I can't put 3 next to 2. So 3 is in one of those two, which makes that the 7 and that the 3, which means 2 is not in any of those. 1 is down here somewhere. 2 is in one of... Well, actually, yeah, 2 is in one of those two now, because 2 can't go next to 8 or 3. So 2 is in one of those two, which means that's not 2, so that's not 8. I'm finding this very tricky. Oh, this isn't 2 because of the 2-8 looking at it. This is not the 2, this is the 2. So 1 is in one of those three. I am really finding this tricky. So this is limited on its X choice because it can't be 3, 7 and it can't be 2, 8. So it's 1, 9 in a particular order, 9, 1, or it's 4, 6. So 3 is not here or in any of those. I'd already looked at that. It's in one of those. Which means 2 can't be there, because if 2 was there, it'd be next to a 3. So, ah, like I can see 7 is limited to those. So maybe I need to look at what all of the x's can be, because this can't be 3, 7, or 4, 6. So this is also 1, 9, or 2, 8. And if 1, 9 is fine and 2, 8 is in a particular order. This one, I'm trying to see interactions. This one now, it can't be, it can be 3, 7, 2, 8, or 1, 9. So that one's not as restricted. This one can be pretty much anything. This one can't be 3, 7, or 1, 9. So this is down to 2 options. So this is 2, 8, or 4, 6. So it's either 2, 8, or 4, 6. So that's a 2, 4, 6, 8. They're all the even digits. So all the odd digits go here. So this is 1 or 5 because it sees 3, 7, and 9. 5 is in one of those two. Actually, as I said, I should have looked at 5s earlier, shouldn't I? Although this is the only given 5, which is telling me 5 is in one of those two because I can't put 5 on an X. And apart from that, has kind of run out of juice. Because I've got no other restriction on. So is there something between the even digits? Like if this is 4, 6, 8, 2 is fine. 8, 6, 4, 2 is fine. 4, 6, 8, 2, 6, 8, 2, 4, 8, 2, 6. All of that works. But the 1 is in one of those, and 3 and 7 need to be kept apart. And I can't put 3, 7 there. And 3, 7 need to be kept apart. I think this may be the hardest puzzle I've had in this series so far. Leave a note for my next of kin. So 3, 7 need to be kept apart, and they're not in any of those cells, because I can't put 3, 7 there. I can't put 3, 7 there because of that 3, 7. I also can't put it there or there. So 3, 7 is in those two, but if I put one there, the other one will be next to it without an X. So that is a 3, 7 pair, which means that's not the 5. This is the 5. And this is a 1, which means that's not a 1, that's not a 9, and I've got a 4, 6 pair. Which means this is not 4, 6, this is 2, 8, which means this is not 2, 8, this is 4, 6. Okay. Now this is a triple. What is the triple? Is it going to give me something? 1, 2, 3, 4. It is. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 4, 8. But 1 and 4 can't go together. So there must be an 8 in here and no 8 here. Because if there was an no 8 in here, this would be 1, 4, and that would be wrong. This is not 4. Yeah. This could still be 6 because this could be 1, 8, this could be 4, and that could be 4. Hmm. That can't be the 4 because it'd be next to a 6. That's an X. Sorry, that's a 1. Because I was thinking V's, not X's. It's really easy to get confused about that. I'd been thinking negative V. I hadn't been thinking negative X. So if that was a 4, that would be 10, and that can't be. So this is 1, which means this is 8, this is 4. This can no longer be a 6 because that'd be a 4 and that wouldn't work. This is not the 6, this is the 6. So this, if it's 1, 9, it's in a particular order. If it's 2, 8, it's in a particular order. If it's 3, 7, it's wide open. Damn. But this is a quadruple now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. Now 4 and 6 can't go together. Now 4 and 6 are here, and I can't put both. Sorry, 4 and 6 are not here, and I can't put both of them up there. So this must be one of the 4s, 6s. If this wasn't a 4, 6, this would be a 4, 6 pair, and I'd be broken. So this cannot be 5 or 9. This must be 4 or 6, giving me a 4, 6 pair in the column. But where is the other 4, 6 in this row? There's no 4, 6s there, and there's no 4, 6s there. And if I put one there, that'd need an X. This is a 4, 6, and that 6 makes that the 4 and that the 6, which means there's no 6 up here, which means this is 4 and this is 6. This is not an easy puzzle. This 1, of course, makes this 7 and makes this 3. 3 means that's not 7, so the 5, 9 pair makes that 7. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One 5, 9 in here. 1, 5, 9. There is definitely a 4 up here, and it's not there. So this is the 4. Now, did that limit that at all? This is not 8, so this is not 2. So 2 is in one of those two cells. 1 is in one of those two cells because it can't be next to the 4. I mean, it's not unheard of that BremSter's just solving badly. 3 is now in one of those 3 cells, and it's not next to the 7. And the reason for that is 3 cannot go in either of those two cells, it can't go in any of those cells, and it can't go there. So 3 is in one of those two for the row. It's not done much. Those 4s are doing some damage. Actually, they're doing a lot of damage because I also can't put 4 next to 1. That's a 4, which means this is a 6 and this is a 4. Now, 1 can't go in any of those cells. So 1 is up here. Six can't go in any of those cells or there. So 6 is in one of those two. Oh, it's not there because of that 6. This is a 6. So this is now a quadruple. 1, 2, whoops, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 7, 8. Well, that's not an 8. So 8 is over here, which means 2 is not, because I can't put 2 with 8. There's no 3 here. Or 7, that's the 8. There's no 7 here at all. So this is not the 8, this is the 3. That makes this 7, this 3, and this becomes the 2. That was an unexpected resolution of row 9. It was cool, but unexpected. As some would say, out of nowhere. So this is also a quadruple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, there's no 7 in those. There's no 1 here. There's no 7 there. So this is a 1, 5, 9 triple. This is the 7, which means that's not the 3, or I'd need an X. So this is the 3. This is now, oh, there's no 5 here either. So what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 8, and 9. 1, 8, 9. And there is definitely an 8 in one of those two. 1, 8, 9. Well, 1 and 9 can't go together because there's no X's down here. So the 1 and 9 have to be kept apart. So if this was a 1 or a 9, they'd form an X. That's the 8. And this is the 1, 9. And this is now a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, and 9. And there must be a 2 up here. But that's given me lots of opportunity to keep the 1 and 9 separate. I think. I just can't have them there. So that can't be 2 and 5. 2 is in here, though, now, because I don't have 2 there or there. There's something else missing from there as well. 4? Yeah. 4 is in one of those two. And it's not here because of that 4. So this is the 4. But 4 doesn't limit 2. Sure, there's... Okay, this is not 3 anymore, so this is not 7. This is not 3 anymore. This is 9 and 1. I'd forgotten my Sudoku. Never forget your Sudoku. I take solace in the fact that I'm not the only channel that does that. This 9 looks up now, making that the 5 and that the 9. which looks across, taking the 9 out of those. This is now a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and there's no 3 or 6 there. How did I take the 3 out? Oh, I can't have the 3 next to the 2. That's the 9. These are 3 and 6. 6 can't go next to 4, 3 can't go next to 7 or 2, and I'm not facing that dilemma at all. But that 6 here will resolve it. 3 and 6. This 1 resolves the 5 and the 1, which takes 1 out of there and 9 out of there. The 1 actually looks down, making that 9 and that 1. The 9 looks up, making that 2, which makes that 8. And now the whole thing surely is collapsing. 1, 2, this has to be 3 and 7. These are now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 9. And I'll use that 9 to make that 5 and that 9. This row, well, this is not the 2 anymore, so this is the 2. 1, 5, and 7. So that's the 7. That's 1 or 5. That is 1 or 5. But this box needs 1, 3, and 5. There's no 3 there, so this becomes the 3. And there's a 1, 5 pair. 1 can't go next to 4 or 9, but that is not an issue here that I can see. Okay, this triple. 1, 2. Well, hang on. They've got to put a 2 in the row, but I can't put 2 in either of those. Because the 2 positions in these boxes. So that's the 2. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And that 7 is going to blow the whole world open. 2 and 8. That's not the 2, so this is the 2. This is a 159 triple. So that's a 6. The other way to look at it is there's 4 6s looking into this box. So what am I missing? 1, 5, and 9. So I've got 1, 5, 9s. This 9, of course, takes 9 out of those. This becomes the 5. This becomes the 1. This becomes the 9. So this becomes the 5. This becomes the 9. This is not 5 or 9. This is 1. This is 5. This is 9. The 1 looks across, making this 5 and this 1. The puzzle yields. So, which doesn't actually happen. Oh, okay, sort of it does. Yes, it yields. I'm satisfied. So, one of the 7 types of satisfaction that is mentioned in the musical. So, yes, that was very, very cool. I think that was a step up in difficulty. I think most of them I've been knocking out in under 20 minutes, and that one took me just over. But I had a lot of fun with it. There was a lot to discover. Yeah, I really like XV negative constraints and crop key negative constraints. I find them a little bit more easier to wrap my head around. I mean, than global constraints, though I do prefer anti-knight puzzles and anti-king puzzles and stuff like that overall. I just find it so easy to forget those constraints. But puzzles where you've got to turn around and say, wait a minute, if I do this, then that is something that's not allowed to happen. I mean, Sudoku in itself is a negative constraint. You're not allowed to repeat digits. So, people who say, I don't like negative constraints, it's like, that's normal Sudoku rules is a negative constraint. So it's a bit weird. But yes, I really like that one. That was really good. Thank you to whoever was setting under the name John Lawrence and Charles Lee. Yeah, I really do appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying the channel. I hope you're enjoying the series. I hope you're enjoying the puzzles. And as always, good luck with your solving.